And we'll talk next week about how the sub-states are looking. It'll be Diekman jumping against Dieterding, and we are ready to go. Hope it turns out good for the Vikings. Tip controlled by the Vikings, and we are underway. McBride with it in the backcourt, comes across the half-court line over to Forsberg. Forsberg with the dribble drive baseline, kick out to Norberg. Norberg back to McBride, top of the key. Across court it goes to Johnson, back to McBride. McBride looked at a shot, didn't trigger. Bounce pass into Dieterding in the post, loses the handle, and she's called for the travel. Turnover number 1 on the Vikings. I don't know that the official thought that was a dribble. I don't know if it was a dribble or not. The ball got loose and turned it over. Bloom with it on the drive. Kick out to Cooper. Cooper with it. Gets it out to Franson. Around to Diekman. They'll go reset again. Over to Bloom, top of the key. Vikings man-to-man defense in this possession. Here's Cooper with it, guarded by Dieterding. Outside it goes to Steppe. They've all touched it now. Steppe with the drive in the middle of the lane. Blocked by Megan Forsberg. Quickly up the Vikings. Down it goes to Dieterding. Loses the handle, but gets it, saves it out top. McBride tried to get it into Dieterding down at the baseline. Here's Norberg at the baseline. Shot missing. Rebound Cooper for Clay Center. 1 minute gone, no score. That's a plus for the Vikings as they are not giving up points yet. There's a bounce pass into Franson. Her shot up, missing. Rebound out of bounds. Last touch by Clay Center. It'll be Viking basketball. Their defense is collapsing and doing a good job, Daryl.
Yeah, they're not letting them get a real good shot. It's all been contested. That's great.
Get a little feedback here in our broadcast. I hope it's not coming across over the air. With it is Marissa Johnson. Johnson with the look over to McBride. Nice catch on that crazy pass. Here's a shot missing. Rebound. Forsberg going for it. Comes out in Steppe's hand. Steppe quickly down the court. Steppe cross court. And nobody there. Turnover. Clay Center. Number
1.
And the Vikings have?
1.
Just 1 each?
That's all I've got.
That's good. Still no score, a minute and a half into the ballgame. Mr. Johnson looked at a 3, didn't trigger. Baseline it goes to McBride. Underneath, scoop shot missing, rebounded by Steppe. And here comes Clay Center. Steppe with the dribble all the way across the timeline to the top of the key, over to Bloom. Bloom guarded closely by Forsberg. Bloom looking to pass it in there, looking for Diekman. Now she comes outside the three-point line to get it. Near side to Cooper. Cooper looking for Steppe, not there. Off it goes and stolen away by Marissa Johnson. Stolen back by Clay Center. Tied up now and all non-alternating possession. It'll go to Clay Center. Vikings got it loose, but good hustle by Franson to get it back into their possession. And it is Clay Center basketball. Bloom will put it in play, gets it into Cooper. Cooper looking where to go, gets it over to Bloom. Bloom with the ball, back to Steppe, guarded by Marissa Johnson. Steppe with the dribble. Double team now, gets it off to Diekman. Diekman's drive, baseline, stopped, tied up, and knocked out of bounds by Smoky Valley.
And still some good defense there, collapsing, double teaming in spots, and they're really getting at it on defense tonight.
They're getting after it very well. Diekman from Bloom to get it started, out to Steppe, back to Bloom. Baseline looks at a 3, too strong. Rebound loose, picked up by Marissa Johnson, off to Hannah McBride. Quickly up to Emily Norberg. Norberg in the lane with it, shot from 6, bank, no, rebound Diekman. I like that we're shooting though, Daryl. We're taking shots. You can't. We've said that before many a time. Even though the lid seems to be on the basket once in a while. Here's Diekman inside. Nice inlet pass, and the first points of the ball game coming at the 5:08 mark. So almost 3 minutes gone before either team scored. And here's Marissa Johnson. Has the ball knocked away by Bloom. Goes in the backcourt, but saved by Dieterding. Back to McBride. They'll reset. 4:55 to go in the quarter. McBride with it now. Clay Center has gone zone. McBride on the dribble to the three-point shot. No. Rebound. Diekman inside. Quickly up to Bloom. Here comes Clay Center. Long pass knocked away by McBride. Ooh, there should be a foul. Oh, my goodness. McBride stepped in the middle of that pass and took it. Franson came over the top of her with the pass. I thought that should have been a foul on Franson, but they called traveling on Hannah McBride. That was really a pretty critical traveling, wasn't it?
Yes.
There's a foul inside on the inbound play, and Clay Center will have the ball out of bounds.
Foul's called on number
Well, Megan James is checked in, so I didn't see Megan James check in, and she picks up the foul right away. So James picks up the first foul for either team. Bloom looking, finally gets it in and almost stolen away by McBride. If she'd be 5'8" instead of 5'5", she could have stolen that ball. She had her arms stretched out as high as they would go, and she couldn't get the pass stolen away. Bloom with it, looking in for Diekman, has a lob inside. Vikings double team her, kick it out to Bloom. Good defense on the double team. Bloom on the dribble drive, and we got a blocking foul on the Vikings. Crashing to the floor was Megan Forsberg. Hannah McBride reaching in, calling the foul, and that's 2 on the Vikings now. Bloom will put it in for Clay Center. Still 2-0 here, early going. Franson inside to Bloom. Bloom kick out, long 2, good by Cooper. Cooper hits a 2, second basket for Clay Center. It's 4-0 at the 4:10 mark. Near side to Megan Forsberg, inside to Norberg, in the lane, blocked. James took the shot, it was just partially blocked by Clay Center. And here come the Tigers on the run. Steppy's going to launch a 3 ball, no, rebound. Clay Center out to Steppy, looks the trigger again, steps into her 2, no, rebound. Marissa Johnson, and called for the travel. Dieterding back in and Kelsey Anderson in for the first time. Edmondson in for Clay Center. She the only one?
I thought there was 2, but I'm not.
20 came in as well. Katie Folks came in. Edmondson with it into Folks. Folks at the free throw line, stolen by Hannah McBride. Hannah McBride on the dribble down the lane. Hannah shot up, good, and 1. Hannah McBride stops in the lane and gets the shot off for 2. At the 3:33 mark, has a chance to the old-fashioned 3-point play. That foul will be on Edmondson, who just checked in a moment ago. Nice steal and coast-to-coast drive by Hannah McBride. Her free throw perfect right through there. She's got 3. And Clay Center has 4. Quickly the other way to Steppy. Steppy with the dribble drive, baseline shot, missing. Rebound, Emily Norberg. Quickly up to Hannah McBride. Hannah across the timeline. Oh, Bloom steps right in the middle and steals it away. There was contact there, but no foul called. And Bloom gets her first basket. Clay Center has 6. Turnover number...
I got 5 on the Vikings.
McBride up to Norberg, baseline 2, Dieterding. Go up, Emily, and tied up. And it'll stay with the Vikings. Emily had it on the blocks inside the lane. Coach Nelson saying the same thing as the whole crowd was saying. Go up and shoot that, please. But the Vikings get to keep it. Megan Forsberg will put it in play. Forsberg looking for McBride. Going to launch a 3 ball. No, rebound. Folks, and here comes Clay Center. So Folks will take it on the dribble herself up to the front court. Baseline it goes, almost knocked away, saved by France, and her shot, baseline, no, rebound, loose, picked up by Norberg. Emily Norberg playing very good tonight so far, no points yet, but her defense has been outstanding. Kelsey Anderson with it on the baseline, looks out to Norberg. Norberg with it now, far side wing. Cross-court pass goes to McBride. Her dribble drive, baseline, double team. Picks out of it and gets it off to Forsberg. And there's a foul on Bloom. She got too close. She should have had a foul earlier on that strip of McBride, but didn't. And it's 6 for Clay Center and 3 for Smoky Valley.
Carrie Albers in for the Vikings and Norberg out.
Carrie Albers has been getting a few minutes in there and been doing very good. Diekman back in for Clay Center and Franson out. Into Albers. Albers double team. Albers gets the ball off to Anderson. Her baseline shot. No. Rebound. Anderson gets her own rebound. Up and no, but she's fouled. And Kelsey Anderson, I think, will have 2 free throws coming up. Good hustle by the freshman.
That's 2 team fouls apiece.
That is the first
3 on
Katie Folks.
It's 3 on Clay Center.
Yeah, Clay Center has 3 fouls. Bloom has 1, Edmondson has 1, and Folks has 1. And the first free throw is missing by Anderson. Second one up, and that one too strong as well, since she missed them both. Quickly, Edmondson in the front court. Baseline it goes to Folks. Folks lob inside to Diekman. Double team, gets out of it, turns the ball over. Vikings come up with it, up to Forsberg, and she's tripped up. Ball loose on the floor, picked up by McBride. Still loose, it's a scrum going on. And Steppe coming away with the ball. And it's going to be out of bounds to Smoky Valley. Timeout on the court will step aside as well. 1:51 left to go, first quarter. 6 for Clay Center, 3 for Smoky Valley. Back after this 30-second timeout.
Bank of Tuscan proudly supports athletics in the Smoky Valley. Celebrating 125 years in business, Bank of Tuscan is offering you the opportunity to further enhance your Viking pride. Now available are Smoky Valley Vikings checks, checkbook covers, debit cards, and business debit cards. And for every checking account opened at the Lindsborg branch until July 31st, Bank of Tuscan will donate $10 to Smoky Valley schools. Bank of Tuscan proudly supporting the Smoky Valley Vikings and Bethany Swedes. Member FDIC.
Your home for Smoky Valley basketball is 95.5 The Rock.
Out of the timeout, the Vikings got a lot of encouragement from Coach Nelson there. We're right here behind the official scores table. We're right close to the Vikings bench, and he said, good job, girls, good job. Keep up the work. It's a positive reinforcement they need. Anderson hits it off to McBride. McBride to Forsberg. Forsberg looking somewhere, nowhere to go. Back to McBride. Hannah McBride has the ball on all 3 of the Vikings' points so far. Here's Hannah on the dribble at the top. Hits it over to Forsberg. Forsberg looking in. There's Albers in the middle of the lane. Shot. No. Rebound. Inside. Steppe has it. Vikings collapse on her, try to get it away, and they keep the ball. Clay Center 6-3 with the lead and the basketball. Ball knocked away, but saved by Diekman. Over to Folks it goes. Folks far side wing baseline. Now drive to the middle of the lane. Give and go. Steppe with it. Shot missing. Rebound. Megan Forsberg. Strong rebound by the senior. Here comes Hannah McBride on the dribble. Stop and go. Hesitation. Still with the dribble. Off it goes to Anderson. Baseline knocked away. Anderson gets the ball back. Stripped away by Bloom. And there's a turnover on the Vikings number 6. Bloom with it in the front court. Knocked away by Forsberg, but saved by Bloom. Off to go to Steppe. Steppe guarded by McBride. Hannah, don't get too close there. We don't need to pick up another foul on her. Under a minute we go. Edmondson underneath the Diekman shot. Good. Wow. Whatever they did to free her up, she got free wide open there. And it's 8 for Clay Center, 3 for Smoky Valley. McBride with it off to Forsberg, back to McBride, around to Anderson, knocked away by Bloom. Bloom's got such quick hands. Bloom all the way to the baseline, shot, and they're going to call a foul on Hannah McBride, and she got too aggressive there. She picks up her 2nd foul. That basket is good, and with 18.3 seconds remaining, 10-3 in favor of the Tigers. Bloom gets another basket, her 2nd. And chance for the and one. No. Rebound. Diekman. Oh, I thought she was out of bounds, but she wasn't. And there's a reach-in foul on the Vikings. It'll be Clay Center's basketball out of bounds. That one's going to be on Emily Norberg, her first. Team 4th. Bloom to put it in play. To Diekman, back to Steppe. She's going to launch a 3. No, in and out. Rebound. Diekman over the top and good. Diekman gets another rebound. She was kind of over the back of the Vikings there, just not putting enough pressure on her. Here's Anderson, her shot. No. And that is the end of the quarter. Our score, Smoky Valley 3, Clay Center 12. We'll be back for the 2nd quarter after this 30-second timeout.
Let's face it, folks, accidents happen. But what about when one of those little accidents happens to you? And it's the weekend. Turn to Lindsborg Community Hospital's Urgent Care Clinic. They'll get you fixed up fast with the friendly, reliable care you've come to expect. Now open Saturdays and Sundays from noon through 6 p.m. Simply enter through the main entrance at Lindsborg Community Hospital at 605 West Lincoln. Go online to lindsborghospital.org for more information about urgent care at Lindsborg Hospital. Also providing 24/7 emergency room services.
Your home for Smoky Valley basketball is 95.5 The Rock.
Quarter 1 in the books, and it was a good quarter until about the last minute and a half where the Clay Center got some points. Darryl, what do you got for turnovers and on each team?
That's 7 for the Vikings, 5 for Clay Center. Clay Center shooting 33% from the field, 5 of 15. Vikings 1 of 11 for 9%.
Ouch. Well, we said they were getting up some shots, and they were getting some decent shots, but again, not going in.
Got that lid on the basket again.
Proverbial lid on the basket is right. Clay Center will get the first ball. They've got Steppe, Bloom, Diekman, Franson, and Cooper. They're starting 5 in at the moment. Vikings have Norberg, McBride check back in, Dieterding, Marissa Johnson, and Norberg. They're starting 5 as well. Long rebound goes to Clay Center. Here's Franson. Kickoff to Diekman. Diekman is fouled by Emily Dieterding, and it'll be a couple of free throws for Macy Diekman. First one, perfect right in there. The Center missed their only free throw in the first quarter. Now they're 1 of 2 on the game. Second one is short. Rebound Emily Dieterding. They're 1 of 3. Vikings are 1 for 3 as well. Inside it goes to Hannah McBride. Knocked away somehow by Hannah. I don't know where that one went. Let's see how that happened. Vikings on defense. Their defense has played well, but Clay Center just such an active team. Moving the ball around, Cooper with it. Cooper double teamed on the baseline. There's going to be a double dribble. Turnover number 6 on Clay Center. And here Coach Rothfuss over here saying, move the ball, girl. Don't get stuck. If they get a double team, he knows what the Vikings are trying to do. They're trying to double team. Off to Forsberg it goes in the front court. Her pass to Dieterding, too strong. Turnover on the Vikings. Bloom in the lane. Bloom coast to coast. Handoff to Franson. Franson's shot partially blocked. Good defense, Smoky Valley. Quickly up to Hannah McBride with it on the dribble. To the three-point line, to the lane. Stolen away by Diekman. And it's stolen back by Marissa Johnson. Off to McBride, her 10-footer. It's good. Hannah McBride with 2 more. Vikings 5 at Clay Center 13. 6:45 to go here in the second quarter. Bloom across the line up to Cooper, and too hot for her to handle, and it goes out of bounds. Turnover number 2 in the quarter already on Clay Center. The Vikings need to keep cashing in, get some chances. Hannah McBride with all 5 of the Vikings points here so far, and need to get some other people to shoot. Here's McBride, she'll launch a 3. It's good. Hannah McBride knocking him down. 8 for Smoky Valley, 13 for Clay Center. Here's Diekman inside, her shot good. She is just so much taller and stronger than the Vikings. She's got her way inside there. Forsberg came over to help, but it was a little bit too late. There's a cross-court pass to Johnson, inside to Norberg. Norberg's baseline shot missing. Rebound, Franson. 2-on-2 break. Franson into the lane. Stop. Side of the lane. Shot missing badly. I think she was fouled by the Vikings, but nothing called. Here's Hannah McBride. Dribble into the lane. Double teamed. Gets out of it. Brings it out to the top of the key, and Bloom picks her pocket. Bloom snuck up from behind her. Bloom pivot shot. Good. Alex Bloom got the steal and got the basket. 17 for Clay Center now. 8 for Smoky Valley. 30-second timeout. We'll keep this one right here. Want to also thank Anderson Body Shop, Dr. Eric Peterson, Christian's Funeral Home, Scott's, Reinert Accounting, Art Shirt, Dower Welding, Apotec, Viking Auto, and Kimmy at My Barber Shop. Well, a little bit of inspiration there for the crowd as Hannah McBride hits a 3 and a 2 there early, but then Clay Center getting a couple of turnovers. They've scored 5 as well in this quarter.
Yeah, it's the defense is what I'm a little impressed with. Vikings are collapsing, doing some double teaming, frustrating a little bit on Clay Center. They aren't getting the score. I don't know what the score was at the Buy Center at the end of the first quarter, let alone the second.
I can look,
because I know it's more than what we got now, that we've held them in check for a little bit.
It was 3-15 at the first quarter, 29-10 at halftime up there. So, yeah, we're going to have to play well, but we're in range to improve. But this Clay Center team is a team of a lot of upperclassmen and been playing together a long time. they've got some that shows how good they are. They're going to put a full court press now on the Vikings. Megan Forsberg to put it in play. Looking to get it into Kelsey Anderson does. Gets it off to Norberg. Norberg races up into the front court and they get it to Hannah McBride. Hannah with it between the circles, going against their 2-3 zone. Forsberg inside to Dieterding. Dieterding shot, missing. Rebound Norberg inside though, missing. Rebound, Clay Center. And timeout on the court by coach of the Clay Center Tigers as his team folks was double teamed down there on the baseline right beside the out of bounds line. We'll just keep this one right here, but Vikings had her penalized right there with the out of bounds line and bouncing so close, but I don't know if she was going to get it out of there or not.
Defense was really putting the pressure on her. There was no place for her to go, so that was the reason the coach had to save that ball and call the timeout.
Yeah, get the timeout called. 5:21 to go, second quarter action. 17 Clay Center, 8 for Smoky Valley. Vikings need to continue that good pace they got on defense, and even though a couple of these shots they've thrown up are a little wild, they're at least getting some looks, and maybe they'll get some shots to go in. This time tonight, maybe the proverbial lid hasn't been on the basket as much as our shots aren't quite in the range they should have been. There's a pass inside, knocked away by Emily Dieterding. Dieterding loses the handle, ball picked up by McBride. Here comes Hannah on the run, gets it up to Norberg, and it's too strong, and it's over her head. Turnover number 10?
12.
Ooh, Daryl, you must have counted extra there.
I'm not trying.
Clay Center has?
I've got 9.
9. Oh, good. I had a couple short on them, too. Clay Center with, there's a steal by McBride. She's got a free layup, and it's good. Hannah McBride has all of the Vikings' points. She's in double figures already with 10. 10 for Smoky Valley, 17 for Clay Center. Steppy outside to Bloom. Back to Steppy near side by the Viking bench. Back to Bloom. Three-pointer. No. Rebound inside. Megan Forsberg. What a nice job she did. Somebody checked in. Bonenblust has checked in for Clay Center. I didn't see her come in. Kelsey Anderson with it for the Vikings. To McBride. Her three. No. Rebound. Folks. Or excuse me. Steppy with it. Steppy with it across the timeline. 4:14 to go, second quarter. Baseline it goes to Blumenhurst. And loose and knocked out of bounds. Last touch by the Vikings. It'll stay with Clay Center.
Hannah kind of had it, but went down on the floor and rolled on the out of bounds line, so kind of hard to, you can't keep the ball when you're out of bounds.
Yeah. Williams is checked in for Clay Center. There's a steal by Hannah McBride. Hannah with it up. Hannah on the drive. Hannah shot. No, but she's fouled. And Hannah McBride will have 2 free throws. Good defense by the Vikings, creating that turnover. The Vikings are playing strong here at home tonight.
They have stepped up their defense tonight immensely.
First free throw, perfect, right in there. She's got 11. All of the Vikings' points. Kelsey Anderson had a couple of free throws in the first quarter and missed them. And she has been doing a nice job. Second one, good as well. So she's got a baker's dozen. Well, she's got a dozen, not a baker's dozen. She's got a dozen points. 12 for Hannah McBride, 17 for Clay Center. Franson, baseline to Williams, back to Franson. In the right to Emily Dieterding. Quickly up to Hannah McBride. Hannah has the ball stolen, but regains it, and Hannah, oh my goodness. Hannah was fouled, and they called a traveling. Oh, pretty unfair call.
She was getting ready to pick up her dribble, and the Clay Center player got right in her way, and she had nowhere to go.
Coach arguing with the official, saying it couldn't have been a traveling, and the official saying, well, she didn't have control of the ball. And there's a reach-in foul. No, it's a jump ball. Alternating possession. It goes to Smoky Valley. I have to ask Coach Nelson what he did to inspire the defensive effort of the girls tonight.
Really?
Is that 11 turnovers now?
You
or 12?
That's 13.
On Clay Center?
Yes.
Whoa. We like it. Here's Kelsey Anderson shot. Missing. Norberg with a nice rebound off to McBride. Head and shoulder fake dribble. Bloom is just such a great defender. She didn't take her fake. Back to McBride it goes. To the top of the key. Across to Megan Forsberg. Inside to Norberg. Norberg at the blocks against the taller Diekman. And it'll knocked out of bounds. It'll stay with Smoky Valley. 3:13 to go here in the second quarter. Viking defense has just been outstanding. Forsberg looking for it, out to McBride. McBride off to Anderson, off to Norberg. Norberg, and she travels. She took off without dribbling the ball. Well, they're thinking right. They just didn't get the dribble down in time. Turnover number
14.
Clay Center has 13, so they're right with them step for step. Williams with it for Clay Center. Over to Bloom. Bloom to Folks. Inside to Diekman. Diekman shot. And we're going to have a reaching foul. Oh my gosh, that's going to be on Hannah McBride, and that's going to be her third. That was not a good choice for Hannah to get a little bit too aggressive there. That really hurts the Vikings because they just don't have another good ball handler. It'll take Hannah McBride out for a little while. That's huge because all 10 points go out. There's Diekman with the shot. It's good as it crawls just barely over the front edge of the rim. And it'll be 19 for Clay Center. Foul's going to be on Megan Forsberg, her first. And Diekman's shot, no. Rebound Forsberg. Up to Kelsey Anderson. Anderson with it on the dribble. It's it off to Forsberg. Her long two, no. Rebound Diekman for Clay Center. Back to Williams. Williams against Anderson. Bounce pass inside. Stolen by Marissa Johnson. Good defense, Smoky Valley. Megan Forsberg loses the handle but saves it. Up to Kelsey Anderson. Anderson on the dribble. Kelsey needs some help. Gets it off to Forsberg. Off to Norberg. Back to Forsberg. Around to Marissa Johnson. She'll launch a three ball. No. Rebound Vikings. Anderson off to Norberg. Norberg with it. Back to Marissa Johnson. Another shot. Good! It's a two. Marissa Johnson knocks down a two. 14 for Smoky Valley. 19 Clay Center. 2 minutes left to go in the first half. Steppy. Across it goes to Williams. Looking for Folks. Not there. Back to Steppy. Baseline it goes to Blommenbust. Shot from Folks, no. Rebound Diekman inside, knocked away by the Vikings, saved by the Vikings. Back to Dieterding, back to Norberg. Come the Vikings with it on the ball. Turnover number...
That would be 15.
15 on Clay Center. Is Marissa Johnson going to launch another three? Too strong. Rebound Dieterding over the back. I'm just pleased that the Vikings are hustling so hard and playing so good. The girls are winded out there, Daryl.
I'm sure. That's team foul number 8, so Clay Center will be shooting 1 and 1.
Number 10.
Bonnenblust, is that what it is? Bonnenblust? I can't even read my own writing, imagine that.
She's a 5'9" freshman.
Oh, a freshman? Oh my goodness. Her high arching free throw, no. Rebound and tied up. Diekman gets around Megan James, who checked in a moment ago. So that possession will go to Clay Center.
So Diekman wouldn't need to get around. She's tall enough that she just has to reach.
Lob inside to Diekman. Across it goes to Bonnenblust. Back to Diekman. Outside to Steppy. Her 3-0, and Megan Anderson, or excuse me, Kelsey Anderson runs into the shooter. And we're going to shoot three, as Steppy was shooting a three-pointer, so Steppy will have 3 free throws. She has not scored in the game. Hit 14 against the Vikings up at the Bicentennial Center. First one misses. 14 Smoky Valley, 19 Clay Center. And there's point number 20, and she gets the second. Guys action coming up next. Both Vikings and Clay Center boys have an identical 2-10 record. Third one missing. Carrie Albers with a nice rebound, so just 1 out of 3, so that was not a bad foul for Kelsey Anderson. Forsberg double teamed over on the baseline, gets it off to Albers, back to Anderson, back to Forsberg. Cross court it goes to Johnson, top of the key Anderson. Back to Forsberg, she's going to launch a 3-ball, too strong, rebound. Marissa Johnson tipped it, but right to the waiting Williams. Here comes Clay Center. 20-14 is our score. Clay Center with the lead and the basketball. Franson baseline got away with a travel. Diekman lost the handle out of bounds. Turnover number 16 on Clay Center. Well, their coach is not going to be very happy with his team's performance, and we're going to be happy with ours. And we have the same amount of turnovers almost. Under a minute we go. Kelsey Anderson on the dribble. Off to Marissa Johnson. Marissa with it. Off to Albers. Knocked away. Stolen. Turnover number...
That's 15.
15 for Smoky Valley. Blonde bust. Baseline to Franson. Franson's shot from 10. Too strong. Rebound. Carrie Albers. Nicely done. Oh, Carrie picked up her dribble on the side and turned it over. Turnover number 16 for the Vikings. They just don't have that good ball handler when Hannah McBride goes out because of her foul trouble tonight. Williams with it from Clay Center. Baseline to Diekman, knocked away by the Vikings. It'll stay with Clay Center. 21 seconds now remaining until halftime. Clay Center will put it in play. Steppy looking baseline. Looking. Out the top to Forsberg. Forsberg knocks it away. Forsberg's going to have a layup. And got it to go. Megan Forsberg with the steal and the layup. 16 Vikings, 20 Clay Center. 10 seconds left. 9, 8. Steppy with it outside. Steppy on the dribble against Johnson. Good defense. Should be a 5 count. Cross it goes to Williams at the buzzer. No. And the Vikings hang in there. They have 16-20 for Clay Center. We'll be back after this 2-minute timeout.